Hi everyone.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, we always say we're back because we have take so
We're
much
back.
time between our videos, but we are back.
Yes, it has been since November.
It has
just
been.
before Thanksgiving.
That's right.
So we're glad we're on this side of winter.
We are so glad we're
We're
on this side of winter. Oh my goodness.
Only 1 month to go.
I know we made it through February, which is my worst month of
Yes.
the winter, so it's
Yes.
exciting.
And it's
But
been a challenging February.
it has been January,
Icy
February, yeah,
and cold, yes.
That's right.
Yes.
The only thing that helps February is that we have Valentine's Day.
Yes,
Happy
so
Valentine's
happy-
Day,
yeah.
belated.
Yes.
We have Black History Month, of course, and then today is the day in a life of insurance agent. So we're focusing through Big I New York, our insurance industry trade organization. We focus on agents. What does a day in our life look like?
Yes.
And what do we do? And why we're excited about the industry. So we have our own family business here. We're an independent agency.
Yeah.
And so the day in our life would look different, obviously, than if you're an agent at a company or at a
Right.
bigger agency. So
Yes,
we're a family, small agency.
small family-sized
So we
agency.
do everything.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Sales and service.
That's
we
right.
love service. We've prided ourselves on excellent service.
That's right.
Over the
That's
years.
My grandfather's claim to fame was good service, lavish service.
So
for
please
his
let
life.
us know, and we're always open to constructive criticism. Right?
We are.
Yes.
And if you've had a
And we
great
take it well.
experience, yes. If you've had a great experience, please review us on Google and let us know.
We have access
Yes.
now. You've set us up.
That's right. And
So
that
we
helps people know and find us. So
Yes.
that said, we are focusing our 2025 videos and question and answer time on claims, but we wanted to do a recap of our 2024 focus, which was the declarations pages
of your home and auto policy.
and basic vocabulary of
Yes.
insurance. So we wanted
Yes.
to do that. So we'll review
So
some
the
of that.
declarations pages are your pages that have your name and address and your coverages on them. They're usually the 1 or 2 or 3 pages of your policy that, whether it's your auto or your home, just declare who you are, your name and address, and it declares the vehicles you have, 1, 2, or 3 vehicles or 4 vehicles, and it shows your coverages. So it's declaring who
policy
you are and what coverages you have on your policy.
Yeah, and I just was talking to someone who we were doing setting up new business for, and when I asked, we need proof of your coverage, proof of your prior insurance, I used the term declarations pages, and he asked, what does that mean? What am I looking for?
Right.
So we do want to emphasize declarations is just what it sounds like. It's declaring the summary of your coverage.
Right. And usually it even says on it, declarations page.
It does. It does.
And with some companies.
Yeah.
So, and you look for your name and address, where your name and address and your vehicles on your auto policy is listed, or where your home is all the coverage and your coverages. So and it's usually it's not all the fine print that comes with your policy.
The 100-page policy.
Right.
Obviously.
It's just the 2 or 3 pages toward the front of the policy.
And it has the dates too of your
and the effective dates and
of
expiration
your
dates.
coverage.
Yes.
Yes, so the basic, really, on any declaration pages and coverages under your auto and home would be your liability coverage,
Right.
and then your replacement coverage or your physical damage coverage, you would say, on your auto,
Right.
and then your replacement or rebuild
Well,
coverage
it's sort of
on your
on
home.
the auto insurance, the liability coverage is mandatory by the state in New York.
Yeah.
So that comes first in your coverages on your auto policy, but on your home policy, your coverage on your home comes first, and the liability coverage
That's right.
is secondary.
Secondary.
It's equally important, but it's secondary
I wonder
coverage.
why it was listed like that. Thank you for, that's a great hot tip of why is the liability top for auto. It's because it's mandatory.
It's mandatory
Yeah.
in New York State, of
Yeah.
course, liability coverage. So anybody who registers a vehicle in the state has to carry certain minimum limits of liability.
That's right.
So,
And then we're encouraging to check with your independent agent on your deductibles on your home and your auto. That would be listed
because you can
as
save
well.
money with higher deductibles.
Yep.
As everyone knows, costs have gone up. Costs of repairing things,
Yes.
costs of vehicles, costs of repairing vehicles have gone up. Labor costs have gone up. The people who do those repairs, material costs have gone up. So you might want to think of carrying a higher deductible. You should, the bare minimum deductibles for comprehensive and collision on your auto should be $500. And if we are encouraging many, we've changed our deductibles to $1,000.
Yes.
And if you can afford to do $1,000 deductible, and we have even some people with higher end cars, if there's cars that your car's valued at over $50,000, I mean, not a lot of us are driving cars over $50,000, but some of us are. And you would want to even think of carrying a higher deductible, $2,500 deductible. That's just an awful lot of car when you get into $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 cars. And on business policies, some companies on cars over $50,000, some of our carriers are forcing you on your business policy to go to a $2,000 deductible on collision. So you want to think of that too.
Yeah. And if you have, you drive well, you don't have a claims record, you can carry a higher deductible, because I say to our clients, current clients and new clients, what are the chances of you getting into an accident versus paying your premium every year? And so obviously you want to look at all that and take that into account as you're making these decisions on what kind of deductibles.
Yes.
And this is the same for your home as well.
Yes.
We're looking at carrying, everyone carries $1,000 now, that's the minimum.
The minimum,
and now
yes.
we're looking $2,500 for your home deductible.
And some customers who've been with us a long time, and many of you have been with us a long time, which we appreciate, are carrying still a $500 deductible on homeowners. So you should ask us. You can save. The companies give a nice discount for going from a $500 deductible to a $1,000 deductible. So it is a great idea. Mm-hmm. But anybody who's buying a new home and getting a new policy, you just can't even get a $500 deductible. At least with our carriers, that's all the minimum is $1,000.
That's right.
And I think it's pretty much throughout the industry, at least in New York State.
That's right.
Right. So,
then
make sure you're carrying replacement cost coverage on your home. It's good to review that. That's usually your first coverage on your homeowner's policy.
Exactly.
And then, of course, there's other coverages fall underneath that, and they're all percentages. Your contents coverage, which is personal property coverage, your other structures coverage, which is any detached structures on your premises, are just automatic coverages that come with the rates are based on the amount of coverage on your dwelling. The other coverages are automatic. Just the other structures is usually 10%. The contents is usually 70%.
That's right.
And the additional living expense, if you had to go and live off your premises while your home was being repaired after a claim, you had to live in a hotel, it's your additional living expenses is usually 20% of your policy. And those are all automatic coverages. You don't have to... most of our customers don't have to adjust those. They can be adjusted, but they don't have to be adjusted. So you're not paying any more for those coverages. The premium is based on
the rebuild cost.
On the rebuild, on the dwelling, the amount of dwelling coverage. And then you have your
all
important.
Well, that's important. We learned we had our first home burned to the ground. We've had other burns, of course, on tenant dwellings and rental dwellings, but never someone's personal home.
That was a total loss.
It was a total
We've had other fires, serious fires, but never a total loss on a person's home. So we had our first one.
And it was a reminder on checking that coverage, making sure everything's up to date. Call your independent agent to let us know if you have done any renovations, you have a finished basement, you've added a pool. It's just a good reminder every year checking in with your agent to let them know, and to take a picture of every room in your house. You don't have to take a picture of every content you have, but every room, to trigger your memory as you're going through. If you ever, God forbid, had a loss, it just triggers your memory about what did I have in that bookshelf? What did I have in my...
It's so easy to take pictures now. Even those of us who aren't adept at taking pictures can go around with our phone and take pictures and store them easily.
Exactly.
Now, right in our phones. So please do that. That's an excellent idea, a great idea. Because it is a process.
It is a process.
You have to fill out an inventory list.
We walk you through that process, so we will be there with you hand in hand. It can be very devastating to really go through and think, not only have you lost your home, there's significant
Your
damage.
contents.
You may be displaced living in a hotel or with other family, but you're looking at your contents and remembering, what do I need to write
Right.
down to make sure I get the replacement on that. So,
And also make sure your smoke detectors are working and work
Exactly.
well, and that you just have a plan. It's good to execute a plan. It's even good if you have young children in the house, or if you're older, to just go through in your mind mentally once a month to how am I going to get out of here if a fire starts? Because because we don't want tragedies to happen. And when a house fills up with smoke, you become disoriented.
Yeah.
So we don't want anything. We don't want injuries
on top of the
loss. So
yeah.
Please be careful.
That's right. And so this is a great segue into what our focus is going to be now coming up in 2025 is claims awareness. And it's not just a total loss from a fire. We'll talk about water mitigation. How can you prevent a water claim?
Right,
and what
yes.
to do when you have a water claim. People and connections we have for you if you do have a loss.
Yes.
Who's the first person you should call.
Yes.
And so we'll be talking about that over our next several videos.
Yes.
Because we know the claims have picked up significantly since COVID, and that's the number one driver really of
Right.
costs and insurance. And so
Yes.
what can we all do as consumers to mitigate our claims? And so we'll talk about some tips and tricks.
Yeah. So we're going to try to do these a couple of times a month.
Yeah, regularly, and
Yes.
then we'll post them up, and then you
Yep.
can let us know if you have any questions. Please call us. If you have any concerns, you want to review your policy, we're right here at Robert Kelly General Insurance.
Yes. We thank all of you for your business, those of you who are our customers.
Yes.
We're very appreciative. Please call us anytime. And we are always open to constructive criticism to make ourselves better. That's our goal, is to make ourselves better and serve you better. Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.